I am a dissident police officer. I left Syria in 2012 and have not returned since then. I cannot describe my happiness. I needed a miracle to return via Damascus International Airport, and the miracle happened. Look at this joy. Look at the Syrian people, how happy they are. We did a wedding on the plane from Doha to here. We were singing throughout the flight.
An unknown number of people are still unaccounted for after Tibet's 6.8 magnitude earthquake on Tuesday. The tremor rocked the Himalayan foothills, destroying buildings and shifting the region's landscape. At least 126 people were known to have been killed and 188 injured on the Tibetan side by lunchtime on Wednesday, according to state broadcaster CCTV. Chinese officials said over 400 people trapped by rubble have been rescued. Authorities have yet to announce how many people are still missing. State media reported an initial survey showed over 3,600 homes had been destroyed in the Shigatse region, home to 800,000 people. Footage broadcast on state media shows emergency tent settlements operated by soldiers and aid workers. Any survivors still trapped under rubble have already endured a night in freezing temperatures, with the high-altitude region experiencing temperatures as low as 0 Fahrenheit overnight. Experts say people trapped, or those without shelter, are at risk of rapid hypothermia and may only be able to live for 5 to 10 hours, even if uninjured. The search area for survivors is the size of Cambodia, adding to the enormous pressure on rescuers.
A wildfire tore through an upscale suburb north of Los Angeles on Tuesday. Officials said nearly 3,000 acres of the Pacific Palisades area between Santa Monica and Malibu had burned. One man who lives there named Peter said he was trying to retrieve things from his home when he decided it was too dangerous.
I got within 300 yards of my house, and some gentleman picked me up and took me, was going to take me the rest of the way. The fire department stopped, and as it stopped, we saw some literally flaming debris landed in the road near where we were standing. So it seemed to me, let's get out of here. Whatever I lose, and there's nothing I can do about it.
The blaze destroyed houses and led to the evacuation of some 30,000 people, while firefighters raced to stamp out the blaze. These aircraft scooped water from the nearby Pacific Ocean to drop on the flames. Reuters spoke to this woman stuck in traffic as residents fled the area beneath huge plumes of smoke.
I mean, I've never seen anything. Fires were this close to the cars. People left their cars on Palisades Drive, burning up the hillside, the palm trees, everything's going. And the wind and the firemen are great, but you can only do so much.
Time-lapse videos captured the rapid advance of the fire, which grew six-fold in a matter of hours. Officials warned the worst wind conditions were expected to come overnight. That has fueled concerns that more neighborhoods could be forced to flee. California Governor Gavin Newsom urged residents to heed evacuation orders and warned that the winds could produce more fires elsewhere.
We are anticipating, hopefully we're wrong, but we're anticipating other fires happening concurrently. And that's exactly the previous experience we've had with these kinds of wind events.
The fire chief of Los Angeles said no injuries had been reported so far. Before the fire started, officials had already warned of extreme fire danger through Thursday from powerful winds that arrived following an extended dry spell. Known as Santa Ana winds, the strong, dry westerly winds originating in inland deserts are more common in the fall, but can affect Southern California any time of year.
Samsung is showing off its smart home gear at the CES Tech Fest in Las Vegas this week. That includes an AI-powered fridge that can tell if you're short on milk and write you a shopping list. But right now the outlook for the South Korean giant isn't so bright, and chips are the problem. On Wednesday, Samsung gave a fourth quarter profit estimate that fell far short of analyst expectations. It predicted an operating profit of just under $4.5 billion for the 3 months to the end of December, approaching $1 billion less than markets expected. The firm said it faced slowing demand for memory chips used in PCs and phones. Its earnings also face a dent from rising research and development costs and investments in manufacturing capacity. Meanwhile, it's lagging local rival SK Hynix in the battle to supply high-end processors for AI. Speaking at CES this week, Nvidia boss Jensen Huang said Samsung needed to engineer a new design to supply so-called high-bandwidth memory chips to his firm. However, he said the company was working fast and could do it. Wednesday's profit outlook from Samsung saw no update on that. Back in October, it issued a rare apology for a disappointing performance in the third quarter, but said it was making progress on supplying Nvidia. Samsung shares were up around 3% in morning trade as investors focused on the encouraging words from Huang.